We've been taught to applaud the glow up, but never to question the foundation. We hype the lifestyle, but overlook the life behind it. And way too often, the person wearing the crown is the most broken one in the room. Today, I want to show you what no one else will. How the game rewards image and ignores integrity until everything crashes. Stay with me, because this isn't just about them. It's about how easy it is to lose ourselves in the pursuit of applause. You ever meet someone who seems to have it all, but the energy's just off? Like something about their life looks perfect. But the closer you get, the messier it becomes. We live in a time where fame, followers, and fortune can cover a lot of flaws, but they don't erase them, they amplify them. Chasing success without doing internal work sets you up to attract pain, chaos, and all the wrong people.
If you don't control it, every time you engage in unrighteous behavior, your frequency drops. And when your frequency drops, you attract unbalanced entities. You attract demonic spirits. You attract evil beings.
I've seen this play out over and over again, not just in celebrity headlines, but in real life, friends, mentors, even myself at one point, thinking I was leveling up when really I was just decorating dysfunction. This isn't about judgment, it's about clarity, because at some point we all have to ask, am I building a life or just building a brand? Fame, money, and status on their own don't make you a better person. They just give you a bigger stage. So if you've got unhealed trauma, poor boundaries, or ego issues, that stage becomes a trap. The higher you rise without character, the harder you fall with exposure. And that's what we're seeing more of now. People crashing, not because they weren't successful, but because they were hollow. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being honest, because the real enemy of success isn't failure, it's self-deception. This didn't start with social media. Look back at any era, Hollywood in the 60s, athletes in the 90s, music moguls in the 2000s. There's always been this pattern. When society rewards charisma more than character, we get chaos behind closed doors. Now with platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, anyone can look like they've made it. But what we're not asking is, what did it cost them? We're applauding highlight reels, but ignoring the soul behind the content. The world has a habit of confusing attention with alignment. And that's why so many gifted people end up in drama-filled, toxic relationships, because your outer world will always reflect the frequency of your inner world. Just because someone looks like they have power doesn't mean they have peace. Status might open doors, but it won't heal your wound. And if you're not careful, success can actually speed up your self-destruction, because now you've got more eyes, more options, and more temptation. But the same unresolved habit when your values are off, so is your energy. And when your energy is off, you attract chaos disguised as connection. Ever wonder why people in drama tend to always end up in new drama? It's not coincidence, it's resonant. Broken people tend to find each other, not because they're bad, but because they're familiar. And when you operate from pain, you call in pain. Anybody can flex, anybody can perform, but restraint, that's next level. The ability to say, I could, but I won't. That's the difference between a person who lasts and a person who explodes. Because when you've really done the work, you stop needing to prove anything. You just are. For example, the part no one talks about. What happens when both people in a relationship are wearing masks and the whole thing starts falling apart? Let's go there. Let's say two people meet. Both are high profile, successful, attractive, but underneath that, one's addicted to validation. The other's terrified of abandonment. One uses charm to avoid accountability. The other uses success to avoid vulnerability. At first, it's electric. The chemistry is wild. They're everywhere, red carpets, headlines, vacation. But behind the scenes, it's chaos.
Shannon asked me to break up with my husband. And I don't recall for sure, but I think I did. And so, it's like, wait a minute, you want me to be with just you, but you want to move somebody into your house and not even tell me? So that's what it stemmed from. He's not a faithful person, so I wasn't going to be faithful to a non-faithful person. It just doesn't work that way. Not for me anyway.
Why? Because the frequency is low.
You got these demons and you got these demons. And if you keep messing around, just like the brother's father said on Sinners, he said, if you keep playing with the devil, sooner or later, the devil gonna follow you home.
So think about it. If the connection was made from insecurity, not identity, and when your frequency drops, you start calling in drama like a magnet. Arguments turn to manipulation. Ego becomes the third partner in the relationship, and eventually something breaks, publicly or privately. For example,
if I tell anybody, he'll use everybody he knows to destroy me, which he basically has. And then he started making other threats against my life, threats you know.
The Shannon Sharpe incident. Now that's all alleged, but the point is, low-frequency decisions, low-frequency connections, invites low-frequency circumstances into your life. So reality is, when you do the inner work first, everything changes. You stop being impressed by surface-level win. You start making decisions based on alignment, not applause. You walk away from people who look good on paper, but feel wrong in your spirit. And you stop trying to force a vibe that clearly isn't mutual. People who build from identity instead of insecurity, they attract peace, not just success. They sleep better. They move wiser. They love cleaner. And honestly, wouldn't it be nice to just live in abundance quietly? Like to have enough money to not live in scarcity, to own the home, drive the cars, take the trips, to have the time, freedom to be with your family, to actually be healthy, to enjoy the fruit of your labor, and to do it all in peace, not having people clock your every move, not worrying about someone trying to crash into your car just to sue you, not stressing about someone pulling up an old clip, twisting it, and canceling you because you had a human moment. That kind of life, that's richer than fame could ever be. Because fame exposes you. It doesn't protect you. It amplifies both your wins and your wounds. But a life of real abundance, that's healing, that's secure, that's sustainable. People don't talk about this enough, that the real flex is being able to provide for your family, take care of your health, own your time without the chaos, without the lawsuit, without the constant target on your back. It's being able to move through life with freedom, not just financially, but emotionally and mentally too. I know we've all heard, if they're famous, they must have it all together. False. Many people are winning in public and losing in private. I can fix them if I love them enough. No, you can't. You are not a rehab center. Love doesn't replace therapy. Chemistry doesn't equal compatibility. And how about drama is normal in high-level relationships? No, it's not. Peace is a flex. And maturity is magnetic. Just because dysfunction is common doesn't mean it's healthy. Think about some of the biggest celebrity relationships that imploded. Beautiful on the outside, lavish vacation, matching outfit, but behind closed doors, emotional abuse, control, betrayal. The world kept clapping and they kept crumbling. Or look at companies that grew too fast with no ethical foundation. They made billions and lost everything in a lawsuit because shortcuts look good for a season, but real success, it's slow, it's intentional, it's aligned. Fame doesn't heal you, it exposes you. You attract what you are, not what you poke. And the level of peace in your life is a direct reflection of your internal alignment. Don't just be impressive, be in integrity. Don't just chase the spotlight, build something that won't collapse when the lights go off. Because at the end of the day, your energy doesn't lie, and neither does your legacy. People might be clapping for your success, but the real question is, would they still clap if they saw your character? Is this hit different? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear what stood out to you the most. And if you want to go deeper into these types of conversations, there's another video I think you'll love. It's about the hidden cost of success and why most people aren't ready for it. Make sure you're subscribed because what's coming next is going to help you build a life that actually feels as good as it looks.